Party people in the place to be, live from 58 Dream Street. We're James in the Games. Cannons, welcome back. Glad to have you here. Really looking forward to today because anyone who was here last time remembers when we last left our Star Control stream. I did some things that I now have to do again because I was just dipping my toe into finding out what would happen in a fuel inefficient way. But what I've learned is that I finally unlocked the secret of how to tell the Syreen that the Mycon destroyed their planet. I kind of put together in my own head that the Mycon destroyed Syra long ago. But now I know how to now I've got the dialogue prompt to tell them. So we're going to tell them. And they're going to be very angry. And then we're going on a quest. So here we go. I'll adjust the volume a little. And we'll hope for the best here. But as always, this is not an exact science. So bear with me. Alright. Game is on the screen. My windows have gone all chaotic. They all went to one primary monitor. That's fixed. CPU cycles down to 4,000. And here we go. So how are you today, kids? Hope the weekend finds you well. This is Star Control 2. Not Urquan Masters. Yeah. Just pure DOS version. Soon I will at some point. I shouldn't say soon, but I'm definitely going to check out Urquan Masters for sure. But I having a lot of fun so far with the DOS version. I don't want to just see it through. So let's fire it up. Come on, save game, don't fail me now. No, didn't accept my pressing of the enter key. There we go. There we go. Load it up. Alright. I need to turn this down some in my own world. Let me know if the audio balance isn't great for you. And yeah. Full tank of fuel. Full complement of crew. Nice little fleet there. We got space for one more ship in the fleet, but that's okay. We have the ships that we're going to rely on in most combats right now. So without further ado, let's get back to the things that I did already last time. But we'll do them again. At least two of them we'll do again. So I want to hit Zeta Sextantis just to identify the rainbow planet there. And then we're heading to the Betelgeuse system because we want to tell the Syreen exactly what the Mycon have done to them. So I'm just opening up the map so I can verify for myself. I know Sextantis is fairly close to our starting point in the solar system. Yeah, there it is. It's right over by Yehat space. Perfect. So let's do it. Without further ado, Iota Serpentis, Beta Scuti. Oh wait, is it up here? Ah, Zeta Sextantis. What items do I have? Good question. Oh, that's device. Sorry. Device. I have the egg case fragment, the Umgar caster, and the spindle. So I haven't found either of the other two pieces of this three-piece device that the spindle is a component of. But I haven't figured out what to do with the Umgar caster to learn how to use it, even though I know in practice I have a strong suspicion of what the Umgar caster will be used for. Yeah. Alright. Let's hit Zeta Sextantis, which is right up here in Vuxian space. Is it that important right now? Actually, it's not. Let's cut to the chase. Let's get down to business and head straight for Betelgeuse. So we've charted a course. Ensign, make it so. And away we go. We'll adjust my lighting a little bit here. Oh no, what have I done? That's a little better, I think. Okay, and we're off. Oh, with a Slalandro probe in tow, but we got 2 Kunkian fighters left. And who knows how many lives between the 2 of them they still have to live. So we'll deal with that if forced to. They can't catch us, but it might catch us as we leave the Betelgeuse system. So we'll see how that goes. Yeah, so what I've discovered here is something that once I discovered it, I remembered, like in my long ago, like when I was introduced to this game through an essay about how Star Control 2 was a great game. I learned, one thing I learned about it was just kind of roughly how the exploration and dialogue and quest chain system works. And I remember now that the example I read about was this quest chain I'm about to unlock. Not that I've remembered any of the important details of it, which is great, so I'd rather discover them. But I did learn them, or read of them, first time around. So stumbling along that was pretty cool. It seems very likely that the Syreen, and getting the Syreen on board, is going to be a key element of succeeding in the rebellion against the Urquan hierarchy and the attempt to intervene in the second doctrinal war of the Qur'an and Xurza. So let's bring it in to the innermost planet. And let's see, once again, how the Syreen take the news that their erstwhile fungus buddies aren't their buddies at all so much. I kind of got to feel like, you know, huh, she knows? Did I save after I did this? I didn't think I did, but okay. Oh, absolutely. We're going to wipe those mushrooms out. The end of Juffawa. So, what do you want us to do? We need Syreen ships. It's a heist, baby. The penetrator starships, of course. What else would you expect them to be called? the Syreen are a real single entendre culture. No, you don't gotta dig to get the hidden meaning there. So yeah, you know where your ships are. Ah, okay, fair. But you do have a clue, and I would love to hear this clue. So what's the clue? Starship officers who flew the penetrators to the vault did so with total sensor. Yeah, makes sense. The only thing they could use for navigation was the presence of the dreadnought fleet surrounding them. They arrived at the destination and they lowered the ships into the immense vault. What? They were transported to dreadnoughts. They only caught a split-second glimpse of the outside world, but did they capture some key details that'll get us on the right track here? The sun was either red or orange, based on their trip time calculations. 200 standard hyperspace distance units, which I will optimistically assume are synonymous with the what am I trying to say here? The coordinates on the star map. I certainly hope so. Yeah. We'll try to keep ourselves under control. It's hard to resist the call of the Syreen, though. Alright. Boom, boom, boom. Yep. Now, Captain James is all business. Not here to flirt with Commander Talana. And away we go. Okay. So, 200 units, red or orange star. So, note that to myself. Since the game actually, it did give me the opportunity to review the dialogue. I just chose not to without thinking about it. But okay, here we go. Conquer on the move, but we're being optimistic. Alright, so let me take a look here. Right now, we're at 412 on the longitude and 377 on the latitude. So right off the bat, I can see some possibilities. You know what? I should write those numbers down, not try to commit them. Yeah, likewise, we can definitely say, like, probably we're not talking about these red or orange stars over by solar system Earth. We're probably talking about this relatively small number of red and orange stars. In fact, why don't we just get started? Métis. Well, that's a little bit further. So why don't we'll start with this orange one, Gamma Canceri. And then we'll try Delta, and we'll kind of do a little arc. And that should... I see there is one red star in Zuckfot Pick Space, but I'm inclined to say probably they're not using that one. But we'll find out. We'll find out. Let's get this show on the road. Chart a course for Gamma Canceri, Ensign, make it so. And away we go. British, hail! How are you on this? It's a fairly dreary Saturday where I am, although I like the rain, so it's a fine Saturday to me. But how are you? Slilandro does not catch me, so he's coming along for the ride. Ah, yeah, that would be a thing, wouldn't it? Where you are. Okay, so obviously, we could have foreseen this. We're going to have to, hopefully, yeah. They're just not great navigators. It's funny, because the enemy AI is terrific at timing its shots to shoot where you're going to be. But they don't have the first clue how to intercept your ship with their ship. Yeah, the sun... I mean, I know technically the sun rose here, but you wouldn't know just to look at it. Alright, so I'm going to be honest, I'm not thinking Gamma Canceri is going to be the one who pays it off, but while we're here, why wouldn't we throw a scan? Looking pretty pellucid down there. And indeed, we can pick up... Oh, you know what? Let's... I bet there are flaws in the AI, but it's definitely much better at aiming to where you are than they are at steering to where you are, so they can intercept you, so they can get in a fight where they aim at where you are. Yeah, no storage site down here, nothing living on this in this pellucid vacuum. Nice and safe. Exotics are worth so much, I didn't even have to look at the gravity to make a decision about whether this was cost effective. 5 Zo crystals, yeah, 125 resource units. We did not use excess fuel. Great, thank you very much. Moon of Gamma Canceri, Planet 3. And on to the next one. Ooh, that's the Maroon World. Maroon Worlds, much like Sumerian worlds, are so pretty that they do get your hopes up and then dash them every time. I hear you, squeaky little cat. But it is not the time that you hoped that it would be. These cats, though, they're having a great time since we moved to this new place. Against all odds, it's improved their interpersonal relationship. Usually, when we move, it's like, well, they're going to hate each other for like 2 weeks, and then they'll start, kind of... Another Maroon World. They'll start reaching a détente. And this time, they were just like, no, let's be closer friends. Let's spend more time on the same pieces of furniture, and let's lay right next to each other on the beds, and instead of having like Right now, Abra is the bed kitty, so Astra doesn't really go on the bed because she acknowledges it as Abra's territory. So that's been lovely. That's been a nice touch for the move. Carbide. Could at least hope for radioactive. And nothing stored there. Yeah, I had a feeling. I had a feeling Gamma Cancery wasn't going to come through for us, and it didn't, and that's okay. If anything, my gut tells me it's that Mitty planet, but we'll see. Sorry. Mitty star system. Solar system. Okay. Well, let me just note that I did go to Gamma Cancery. I checked all planets. Why aren't I doing this while flying? Because I might have to take evasive maneuvers. There's an actual reason. No, they rarely fight. Like, they will, get a little irritated with each other, and one of them will be like smack, smack, smack. But they don't get into it in a big violent way. But since we moved in here, they're just like, there's been like 3 or 4 hisses, which is not much in the big scheme of things compared to how the cats normally go when we move. Now they're just like, spend all our time together. It's very sweet. I love it. I'm gonna probably have to start rethinking my feeding patterns for them because we got 3 flights of stairs in this 3-level townhouse, so they're getting a lot more exercise, so burning a lot more calories. But I'll worry about that later. Okay. Heading out into hyperspace, and we're intercepted. We're going to be intercepted again and again and again. 4 core destroyers. Not great. But what are we going to do? It will. We'll fight it out. If it all goes to hell, load the save and we'll just skip Gamma Cancer because it sucked. Try Mitty right away. Get in, get out. I know how. Can I execute it? We're going to find out. I'm the filth. Yeah, no, I'm gonna tell you, buddy. If you attack us, be our faces that you see. It only takes one, my core friend. Alright, but let's see what we can do. Oh dear. Ah! Yeah. Not off to a great start. Gotta get my space legs. Ah! More than anything. No, this is falling apart already. This guy is doing a totally different technique that I'm used to seeing them pull. Okay, that was pitiful. Yeah. Okay. This is probably a loss. I mean, it definitely is. But let's let Fwifo try to avenge his friend before we despair. Yeah, see, there's what I was trying to bait him into doing before, and I couldn't get it. But yeah, I need to totally re-get I've lost the feel. I don't think I did much combat last week, so it's been a while since I've been... Okay. Well, not my glorious hour. Not the greatest moment I've ever had. But let's just get out of here. Yeah, we'll take a bunch of damage. We'll get away. Or we'll die. Both those results actually get me to the same place. Or not. Well, we'll get there. To the point of being dead. Yeah, I just barely managed to get the menu open there. British, I'm not quite sure how to interpret what you're saying there. I was winning fights where I was lucky to not take damage, or where I didn't take bad luck damage. Because I will say in my own defense, I think I've had some good dogfights. Like I did once take down a Korra with barely even digging a hit to the Spathia Looter, but certainly sometimes there's luck involved in both directions, because just sometimes you're relying on luck to navigate this bullet hell. But then sometimes you're relying on luck to not suddenly surprise you that you're hitting the planet that you couldn't see because of the level of zoom. Fair enough. I'll accept that. I know that, like, I have a strong memory of one really, really, really good dogfight where I understand why someone looking at it would think it was luck, but I was really in the zone. But certainly there is luck involved too, especially with all my victories over Stilangio probes. Those if you're not taking damage in that, you're relying a lot on luck. Even now that I've figured out the line up the Pekunk and just pull the trigger at the right moment. Hey, Squeaky. Why don't you go bother your friend Danielle? A day will come when I just I really like the combat in this game. Although, kind of most of the time, if things are going well, you're not getting enough combats in to really kind of get a flow going. And so that, obviously, that's why the super combat, or whatever it's called, module exists. And I'll probably fire that up at some point. Although I don't know that I will do that to have any impact on this playthrough. Okay. Have our conversation with the Syreen, and then I suppose I might as well save from here. Get a heist-related save game name. And this time we're going to try Métis at first, just because. Yeah, I bet. This has been a thing, you know? Changing attitudes in response to unprovoked aggression. We're seeing a lot of that in the world right now. Yeah, so what? Yes, British, that's absolutely true. I don't know exactly how to define it, but there is there is one aspect of skill where you can, period, pull it off. And then there's a level of skill when you just do. Like, consistently, you can rely on it. I am not at the point where I can rely on my skills. By any means. But, I will say, the moments where I've locked in and I'm, like, weaving around all those saw blades and stuff, that is pretty accordant with a thing that I'm good at. Like, in any kind of bullet hell type game. I don't do a lot of space shooters, to be honest, but, like, Enter the Gungeon, stuff like that, and Exit the Gungeon, for that matter. I definitely have had training with that unfocus your eyes and just kind of let your instincts guide you through this storm of things. But yeah, it does not happen consistently enough at all. Not for me to be just, oh yeah, I'll face down these 7 different 4-unit squadrons of Korra destroyers. Hey, Squeaky. I'm not the one giving you your LUNCH today. Happy Camper! Welcome! I remember liking the Airloo ship in the very small amount of time I spent playing Star Patrol 1. But, yeah. And quickly killing those Mycon ships is obviously a factor of great skill. Man, I'm not looking forward to whatever we. Hopefully, there's a plot-based space bomb. Thank you, British. I'll take that. I'm going to call that a compliment, and I'm going to accept it. All right, we're on our way, Commander Talana, yet again. Although you have no idea that we've had this conversation twice before. Maybe we can. Maybe we can. Alright. Let's just at least save ourselves this part of the trip. If it comes to that again. Still don't see why you would have the cursor spawn at the left of the save game name, not the right. But I suppose I could have just used the delete key. So what am I complaining about? Alright. And it's heist time here on March 12th. We're going to get in there. And hopefully this time actually find something. I think, yeah, we're going to hit this Métis star system. Alright. I really do hope that the degree to which the the Yehat Civil War is already going down there. It is, Cadence. That's a beautiful benefit that we gain. I got a good feeling about this, so I'm going to try this one. Of course, we might wind up, if it turns out to be Delta Cancer, the more fool me, but I got a feeling. Hold on. I should get a sense of the range here. Okay, this is 412, 377, and this is... Okay, so there's another thought. This red star, Beta Maksutov, much closer, but still, I think, technically within the range. Tough to say, because obviously it's diagonal. I'm not doing that level of geometry in my head on the fly. Hi. Go tell your friend. Go tell your new roommate, sweetheart. Alright. And of course, we'll know when we've entered Urquan space, because the dots on the radar will be spawning quickly. We gotta get in, and then of course we gotta get out. And that could certainly be tricky. We'll find out. Find out a lot, probably. Yeah, we're learning things. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, there she goes. Alright. Lots of planets in this system. Now, I mean, who knows? But, like, if I was trying to hide something of great importance... Yeah, I think, especially when we leave here, now that we've accrued a bunch of tails, I think it's time to manually navigate. Ah, it's a Selenic world. Why am I even looking for minerals? Just thinking, like, if I was stashing something of great value, I'd put it on some crummy Selenic planet. So that nobody stumbles across it coming down for precious resources. But we'll find it. One at a time. Sumerian world? Ah, why am I mineral scanning places where I know the minerals suck? And nothing ever lives on a Sumerian world. Not a single barbarian down there. Alright, on to the next one. Oh, it's got a moon. No technical reason, I suppose, that it couldn't be on a moon. Nothing too exciting down there. And yeah. Nothing going on. Thank you, Crimson Moon. Excuse me. Oh, hey, the other one's here. What am... What am I trying... What am I trying to explain to these guys? Alright. Alright. Bringing it in. No, girls. I was just talking about how well the two of you are getting along. Don't make me look like a fool. You don't want to make me look like a fool, do you, Abra? Living in the largest world. No exciting storage down there. They could at least throw me like a good resource planet for my troubles here. Alright, 3 more to go. 4? 4. 4 more planets to go, I believe. I think I just did 4, if I'm remembering correctly. This looks like it could be at least radioactive. No, that's a metal world. That'll have some good stuff. So I might as well go down and grab it, because what else am I doing here? It's not stored down there. This place is an energy desert, like most planets in the galaxy. Boom. Silver. Might as well grab the base metals. This isn't primarily a resource mission. Ah. Good work, weather shields. That was an awful lot of time to tarry for a nickel deposit. Okay. Alright. Well. I'll do one more. We'll go down. Get the rest of it. I'm telling you. I'm not the one who's doing this today. It's fair enough for them to assume that their best chance of getting their food is the person who's given them 99.5% of the meals that they've eaten in their lives. You wouldn't believe me to look at the background. Got a lot of unpacking and place assembling done this week. Just literally none that affects the bookshelf behind me. Which, I put a Kindle on the bookshelf. So now the bookshelf has a Kindle and a copy of Marie Kondo's The Life-Changing Magic of Tidying Up. So that really kind of hammers the dumb little joke home. That I really... Whoops, no, we're not doing a dispatch. We're out of here. This boring ass world. 2 more to go. I hear you. I do. It's true. Yep, I hear you. And yet. What? React? Yeah. I do sometimes wonder, in cases like this, is she imploring me? Like, she's like, please? Like, you know, she's really like, she knows that I know what she's asking for, but she's just insisting on it? Or does she think that I don't understand? So she's just trying to communicate. She's just like, L-U-N-C, you know, like the proverbial ugly American tourist shouting in English louder at the hotel staff during their vacation, as though that will suddenly make them comprehensible. Anyway, well, I started out with a good feeling about the Menti system, and now as I wrap it up, I don't feel optimistic that any of these moons are going to do the trick. But perhaps... nope, not dispatch. Perhaps that's what I need to do. Perhaps me losing hope and changing my expectations is exactly what it's going to take to get the game to upend my expectations. Or possibly all this was programmed years ago by people who were not thinking about me personally and how I would react to it. We should acknowledge that possibility. Alright, here we go. Nothing exciting in that regard. Yeah, okay. Anything live down here in this very, very cold place? No, they don't. This is obviously a gas giant, but I guess that would be another. If you could get some kind of orbital platform within the gas giant and store the ships there, that would get your job done. Alright, the atmosphere is super thick. Super thick. Nothing wrong with that. Alright. Well, so much for the MITI system. Not only did it not contain the thing we were looking for, it also didn't seem to contain anything else of much interest. Oh well. Okay, 2-star map. There goes the gunk. I'm hoping just even the civil war being going on is enough to stop them from being genocided. As long as there's some Yehat that are there to be like, yeah, you're our cousins, and not just kill them on behalf of the Iroquois. Hopefully that's enough to guarantee them safe passage. We'll never know. Okay, so I'm gonna set the autopilot, but almost immediately disengage it. Just to give myself a sense. That looks to me like about as far out as we're gonna go, and I mean it would make sense for the Iroquois to come a little bit closer to their own, core area. All right, here we go. And evasive maneuver is necessary now. Alright, we're leading a large chain of some mix of Korong Zurzai destroyers along with a Salandro probe on a wild chase and evasive maneuvers. Very good. Yeah, they're just really bad at the navigational trajectory aspect of this. Great at aiming their guns. Oh, totally overshot though. Well, that's disastrous. These ones are definitely out of range. Yes. So, okay. Gotta try to swing it around. See what I can do. So there it is. Oh my goodness. Oh no. This is not good. I thought I was gonna get pulled in, and I did not. Okay. Okay. Baby! Oh no! Pulled in. Pulled in. Alright. Well, worst comes to worst, and it probably will. We can load that save and we don't have to research the boring MITI system. How are you today, Peppy? Okay. Look. Yeah. Try to understand. Meaning no harm. Okay. A system check level 4. That's promising. Full functionality. What new behavior though? They don't like to keep you guessing. I do have new digs. Yeah, the move the move itself was horrible, but we moved, and so that's great. The new place is very nice. You'll just have to trust me because nothing behind me would make you believe this, but the place is coming together nicely. I have not, since last week, I added a Kindle to this largely empty bookshelf behind me. We lost the Mycon ship. This feels much faster to me, but I have the CPU cycles. Hooray! Of course, we're stun loop, but yes, that was a triumphant ending. What better time for the let's just admit here that we're probably not going to take down both sides of the doctrinal war in subsequent dogfights. Oh wow. Yeah, that was my strategy. Homes we do. We're gonna get around it the old-fashioned way by loading the save and hoping that this next time around we're a bit better in navigating. But yeah, that was awesome. Best of all the times for the resurrection to trigger, it's absolutely right after a mutual kill. That's a very triumphant way to surprise everyone by being alive. Yeah, honestly, Peppy, before I found out about the Korra and what's really going on here, my early suspicion with the game was that it was going to turn out that the Urquan had withdrawn to their circle of influence largely on account of a Slandro crisis. Because why shouldn't the Slandro be breaking everything down? Why wouldn't that be an alarming problem that the Urquan would be just as concerned about? Because I mean, to the extent that we could say that the Urquan have an admirable trait, specifically the Xurza, is that they hate genocide. The Korra have a more complicated relationship to genocide. They hate to do it for someone else. I don't know. Maybe they don't even like doing it themselves. It's a grim necessity. I shouldn't accuse them of taking pleasure in it, especially because now that I think about it, nothing about the Korra suggests that they've ever experienced a moment of pleasure in a long, long time. They don't seem like joyful folk. Here we go. We're picking up lots of tails, but nobody's coming face on. Yeah, which was great too, because by having me form that idea in my head, I was really taken aback when I did meet the Korra, and I found out about, everything. And this guy is gonna just miss me, I believe. Oh, not even just miss me. Didn't even get on the actual view screen. Alright, well, we made it. We have many tails. The proliferation of Urquan here suggests to me that we might be in the vicinity of what we're looking for. But let's get a second one going here. Behind enemy lines. Oops, didn't put the date tag. That's okay. I'll fix that later. Alright, so obviously the big concern here is that I need to get to the planets if I want to scan them, but I don't actually want to fight all of these Urquan. So let's hope. Nope. No, this one is immediately. Okay. Nope. Nope. I really needed to draw them away there. Okay. Okay. Maybe we can talk this out. Yep. A service vehicle. Saving the galaxy. I wasn't under a slave shield, man. If only the Xurza were stupid. Stupid enough that, they would say, did you discover the XYZ method of evading a slave shield? And we could just go back and be like, hey, Commander Hayes, let's really power up the Earth fleet. I told you to surrender. Alright, well, we're at an impasse. But, we can't both have what we want here. Oh, there's that kind of bad luck taking damage. that I spoke of. Ah. Okay, well, got off to a really good start there. And a very poor finish. And so it goes. Alright, practice now. Because... Oh no! That was not me doing a cool strategy of getting stuck on an asteroid. Alright, okay. Getting my feet under me. Bit by bit. Of course, now we gotta deal with Lord 52. The Arquan hierarchy looked deep into his soul and assigned him a number based on the order in which he joined. Yes. Combat, very, very fun. Certainly not gentle. Because, like, right now we're looking at me when I have figured out how to play the combat. Like, this is, you may not like it, but this is what peak performance looks like. Oh, wow. Cadence, that's quite a strategy. But I suppose if you put in the time to practice, it would be a pretty efficient method. Ah! Fwifo, we hardly knew ye. Alright. Well, let's avenge Fwifo. Yeah, once you get it going, the eluders are well suited. Oh, jeez. Yeah, but remember, that's only Fwifo in this one timeline. Alright. Behind enemy lines. We're gonna do this. Probably not probably not successfully avoiding all combat, but hopefully avoiding a fair bit. Okay. I hear you. Oh, it is close to that time. I don't hear your new roommate stepping up, so maybe there'll be a brief intermission in a few minutes. Let's find out. Okay. Alright, well, we got there. Now let's find out. Was it worth it? Have we come to the right place? It's a maroon world. Obviously, they're not guarding it for its resources. Maybe not. Okay, well, that's alright. What about the moon here? Excuse me, folks. Just passing through, just passing through. No, no luck. Okay, that's fine. This is how we learn. Through trial and error. Okay. Not much you can do about that. 4 of them. Alright. Yes. I didn't. I am a rogue. Ah! There. You're right, Cadence. That's exactly what I could do with it. The Urquan are offering to denazify us. Okay. Ah! Ah! I let him get too close. That was going well, and then it was going very poorly, and then I was dead. Avenge your brethren, Fwifo. Do it now. 4 more times in a row. Probably not. But let's try. There's no sense in not trying. Ah. Nope. Alright. 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 Fine. Okay. We'll get out of here. We'll try again. Out of there. Alright. Well, we know that the inner planet here, it may just be the case that the Urquan, the hierarchy has so much manpower, so to speak, that they're just, yeah, that's a gas giant. Well, we'll try the one other planet here. No, don't worry about me. You don't all have to make a fuss on my account. I think that Maxitov here is going to prove a letdown. Yep. Okay. It's not Beta Maxitov. So, can we get out of here? I think we can. Excuse me, folks. Alright. Taking them off. We're taking them off. Of course, there's a ton of red stars down here. Oh, and there's this really big red star here. Oh, there's so many possibilities. That's what makes it an exploration game. So let's go down and check out this area. Let's see how that goes. Probably need to take some evasive maneuvers. Nope, we accelerated fast enough. So unless they're spawning ahead of us, we're going to make it down there. Unmolested. When we get there, I was going to say I'll take a brief intermission, but my cats have both disappeared at the exact moment. So I think maybe the problem is resolving itself. Oh, never mind. I said that, and here she is. No, you're right. You're right, Squeaky. Just give me a second here. We'll arrive at the system. Okay. Pardon me for just a moment, folks. Brief intermission, and I'll be right back. Huh. And I'm back. Holmes, I agree. That would be what I was talking. This was weeks ago now. But I was saying that I don't understand why there aren't more like straight up Star Control 2 ripoffs. That's one thing, you know, that you could do. Make a more dynamic and politically integrated galaxy, I guess. Pellucid world. Nah. Okay. But yeah, I mean, the distracted by fighting each other thing would be would both exactly, that's the thing. Freed from the constraints of DOS in 1992. Things like that seem a lot more plausible. And, like, yeah, especially right now, where we're flying in Urquan space during the Second Doctrine War. It really does seem like a grand time for it to be possible to evade pursuers by getting them to engage with each other, because they are literally engaged in an ongoing civil war that is going to carry on for a little while yet. Any minerals of note? No, there aren't. It's a chondrite world. Do I have to scan a chondrite world? No, it sucks. How about this moon? Carbide. Well, yeah. Okay. On the next one. Plan of one. Oh. Very cool to hear, Peppy. I'm eagerly awaiting. The moment's coming. I think there are 3 weeks of classes left, maybe 4. I should know that. But at the end of those, Urea world, I will suddenly have time in my life. And like, among the many things I would like to do at that time include checking out some of these streams, just watching this this next piece of the puzzle come together, next chapter in the story. Camelopardalis. That is a serious constellation name. Camelopardalis. I always know those things because my thing, like, really, you know, it's a hamster wheel. So it's like, well, it's Monday. I'm working from the moment I get up until like 4:30 when I try to make an early supper, so I go teach a 3-hour class at 5:30. But once these classes are done, this is the last, after 7 straight years where I've had 26 3-evening class per week weeks every year for the past 7 years, I will never again have a 3-evening class week, because at this point I'm feeling very confident of having one of 2 positions at good maneuvering autopilot indeed. Okay, see, this is what I'm looking for. An orange sun within the parameters that is inexplicably guarded. Because why? Why do we need Urquan here? So hold on, let's do the behind enemy line save now that we're here. And hack. It's updated. So it has the date tag. Yeah, so I'm not gonna know what to do with myself, especially because yeah. So either of the 2 jobs I get, if I stay in my current job, I will. First of all, it'll be April through August, no evening classes, and then better still, they've finally fixed my schedule up. So my big 3-hour class will be an afternoon class. And, you know, for a seminar-esque, the actual class size is far too big for this to actually be called a seminar. But for the kind of class that it is, yeah, lots of them just orbiting a gas giant. Maybe, just maybe, there's a reason for that. Or maybe not. At least not on this carbide moon. Oh man, give me a little space. check this one last moon. This is planet 1. Alkali world. Why do I keep looking at the minerals? Not really primarily concerned about minerals here. Okay, here we go. Excuse me, friends. And I'm using that term awful loosely. I know you have our best interests at heart trying to enslave us, but I still think it sucks. Okay. Oh, we might as well. Oh! Yeah, let's do it. Get down there, have a little fun. Zap some blob monsters or whatever. Yeah, they just want to wrap us in the warm embrace of a slave shield. Which, frankly, as we now know, is legitimately the moderate option. So you gotta give them credit for that. They're the sensible centrists here. We're on the left, saying, "What about freedom for the galaxy?" On the right wing of the spectrum, we have the Korra saying, "What if we just cleanse the galaxy?" And then, yeah, it's right there, in the middle, the liberal Democrats. Well, maybe we should not use the. Maybe you don't get to count as a liberal of any sort if your primary policy agenda is mass enslavement. Oh, listen to me, gatekeeping. Okay, well that was fun. Zappity zap. It's a low speed chase. Alright, well, thanks for nothing. Zeta count a part of this. Wasn't much to be done there. Let's see if we can get out of this mess and get up. Yeah, of course. Well, let's talk it out. I just don't believe you anymore. Yeah, why? Why? Oh, like north, so to speak, Cadence. Obviously, these are the things I should be asking you about. If anybody who I know can tell me the tricks here. Okay, all right. This is your time to shine, Screech. Ah, no, no, no. Okay. Oh, Screech, we hardly knew he... Ah, he's dead. He's truly gone. End of Screech. Womp womp. Okay. That's how we do. Oh, come on. Ah, I see. Yes. The spin stops in the same direction that you left. But I'm guessing, Cadence, that the spin stops sooner when it's stopping at 12 o'clock. 12 o'clock. There. That's how I get around going north. That should have been relatively clear to me. Okay. Well. Zeta Camelopardalis was a bust. We'll, okay. Try Iota Camelopardalis. But let me just note to myself that Zeta seems less likely with no guards. But who knows? Oh well, D Holmes, you had a piece of the puzzle there. Okay. Of course not. And you know what? Not much point in mining these minerals, since probably if I search this entire constellation and don't find it, I will pop back to the original save just to cheese up some fuel for continued exploration. Why don't I look here? Okay. There's Betelgeuse. Let's see. Each of these is here. Yeah, when you've already got a whole... When you have a route that you need to execute efficiently, obviously that route is going to involve knowing exactly where you're going for minerals and stuff. I don't watch a ton of speedruns, but certainly very often when I've just beaten a game that I put a lot of time into, like a long play, I'm always intrigued to learn the secrets of the shorter speedruns. Like, especially, it was long ago now, but I remember really enjoying Breath of the Wild. Ah, yes, of course. You're not even getting any more minerals in a speedrun. Yeah, it's gonna be fun for me to... Like, obviously there's a ton of stuff in this game that you never need to engage with in the slightest. Which is not a criticism. It's what makes the game so rich. That's why I chose... on my title, on my starting soon screen, to call this a retro RPG. Even though of the many automatic tags that Twitch applies, none of it's like adventure game, indie game, all these things, but not. Okay, we'll finish off the Camelopardalis system. So only 2 more to go. Ah, yeah. Makes sense. Alright. Heading... Ah! I knew I was going to hit that. Well, I didn't know, but... Not surprised that I did. Let's see if I can get out of there without... I don't think I can. I'm swarmed. Alright, little fighting practice. And then... Oh, good. It's the more difficult ones. It's just fight. What's the point in talking to people who you know are just going to tell you that you're filth and then try to kill you? Says the guy who has played out every conversation with a Solandra probe for no reason. Here we go. Ah, yeah, I said that, so of course I hit an asteroid that I couldn't see. Ah. Oh, come on. Even after I saw the planet, I thought that I had the arc to not hit it. I was like, I certainly could have avoided that had I realized that I was on a collision course. Feels good, though. Now we just gotta do it 1,000,000 times. Ah. Ugh. You're not the Korra aren't the effete bureaucrats, so they don't realize. They don't have detailed records telling them that the Spathy ships are called eluders. We call them that for a reason. Ah. And we're done here. Run. Oh no. I didn't realize that thing could redirect. Alright. Pour one out for Captain Thwill. Yeah, we're gonna gimmick our way out of this. So I haven't bothered to put any good guns on this thing. So probably in a war of attrition, in a battle of attrition, Mr. Death 19 should have really good odds. He should. But I got in his blind spot. Oh, congratulations. Final level in what? Cadence. Ah. Well, that was fun fighting. I didn't Oh no. Yeah, so much money, but obviously we'll never actually get to spend it. But yes, that is a way to make money that I really ought to keep in mind. Okay, we're starting this heist over again from scratch. Alright, so the question is, it's a question for myself. Do I want to rule out the Camelopardalis system? Do I want to try this really promising looking big red star, Beta Cephi? Do I want to do, what are these? It did Gamma but not Delta Cancer. Alright, gotta switch angles entirely. Let's try Beta Cephi. Here we go. It's the most, one of the more focused sessions of Star Control 2 I've put in. At least thus far. I suppose, like, I could find it now, suddenly be, you know, if I find it, I'm probably just going on the next leg of the genocide of the Mycon plotline. We'll see how that actually plays out. But yeah, whatever the relationship, I know there's more that I could read about it, between the Syreen and the Mycon. I would have really thought that they could put together, hey, these Mycons seem really, really detached from the ability to acknowledge the moral value of anything that isn't Juffawa. Like, yeah. Okay. Ah, it's core ah. So obviously they're not here to guard anything. But nothing to be done but to search. And I suppose there's no reason that the Korra couldn't have taken over a place that the Kazurza were using for a purpose. So let's find out. Minerals. Huh, loads of minerals. Ah, let's collect some minerals, because collecting minerals is fun. And also, just, whew, loads of radioactives down here. Gigantic deposits, and a little sulfur. Okay. Didn't even touch the base metals. Now we're away from this metal moon. Come here, I just want to cleanse you. No thanks, sir. I had a bath just this morning. Don't need to be cleansed again. Ugh. Wasn't quick enough on the trigger, so to speak. The trigger being the up button. Alright, alright. I don't need to be told that I'm filth. I know that I'm filth. Whoops, wrong button. That's a shame. Oh, Death 7. Yeah. Yeah. This is just as much a precursor to the MMO experience as the Ultimate games. In that regard. And we're done here. Nice talking to you, Death 7. Death 43, Death 7's best friend. Death 43 could take or leave the whole cause of cleansing the galaxy. He's actually kind of lukewarm on that, but he did love Death 7 like a brother. So he's gonna fight this out hard. Ark. Oh! Just like a chime that beeps when you're about to hit a planet. Come on. Can you work with me here? Home. Tell Death 7 I said hello. Death 53. I'm not even scared of Death 43. It's interesting to me that the Korra's secondary weapon is largely defensive. Like, it's all about kind of... They employ it more to take out projectiles. then they, or to like keep you at bay. Whereas the Xurza, who, you know, have the less violent agenda and are the effete bureaucrat branch of the Urquan, send their individual crew members out to fight you in tiny little destroyer ships. And again, I suppose, right now we have kind of similar contrast in bravery versus image of ruthlessness being shown to us in the leaders of our own world. Boom! Alright. Victory! Will took it on the chin, but we're out of here. We out of here, baby. Cha-ching. Yeah, I can definitely see, like, especially just if you wanted to. No, leave me alone, jerks. Yeah, as long as, yeah. If we can make this work, and like, honestly, the habitable planets seem like more likely places for the storage. Maybe, I mean, this is a gas giant, so maybe habitable, like, distance from the sun. Nothing. We gotta do this. I gotta remember to restore Captain Thwill's crew if we're gonna get into more fights and actually try to make this part of me work, so I can hang on to the super dense. And nothing worth getting excited about down there. Alright, Planet 1, no luck. Now we just wait for them to all come in. I do the thing that I just said. Refresh that crew. And let's go hit Planet 1. Once we feel comfortable that we have all these jerks on our tail. In the closer in zoom. Get moving, get moving. There's Planet 2. Also a gas giant, very clearly. And also, my goodness, they're coming at me with more urgency than the Xurza do. Not enough urgency to outrun a fully thrustered up precursor vessel. Oh no. Well, we'll check this one. Planet 3. Then when we've baited them all into this screen, we'll go check Planet 2. I want the exotics. And there's no energy down there. Okay. This probably isn't worth it. And yet. Alright. Lost one crew member, but that certainly could have been worse. Check the moon on my way out. Wow. 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 Nope. Alright. Planet 2. You're up. You're in the hot seat. Coming from above this time. It's not great. Since the other moon is higher. Pellucid world, but it's a crummy pellucid world. What about this one? Getting out of here is not going to be easy. But as long as I remain aware of the direction I need to suddenly turn in. Okay, work our way out. We need Planet 4. I don't think it's here. But, oh, it's Planet 5. So I gotta remember to make sure I hit Planet 4 as well. I don't think Beta Cephei is coming through for us. It's gonna turn out to be one of those Camelot artists planets. Just mock me. Oh no. Huh? Okay, well there's planet 4. Now I gotta do a little goose chasing. Or have them do some goose chasing. Shoot right past the sun. Everybody get your protective eyewear on. Batten down the hatches and nobody look out. Nah, of course not. But we got stuff worth grabbing. I'll try to keep this one actually alive, like this save game thread. Oh, I should have done a bioscan. All the more reason for me to want to keep this alive then. Alright. What else is down there? They're just minding their own business. Alright, there's all the Cora. So on to planet 6. Alright, yeah, we gotta keep this save alive. You love to see it. I found a ruby. I found 2 rubies now and an emerald, I think. But still no, I think there's gonna be like a sapphire. Maybe I found a sapphire and learned that there's also an emerald. Haven't found a topaz world. Run out of gem names. Onyx. No, it's probably ruby, sapphire, and emerald is the total of it. The old RGB. Just wild. Let's take a look. 234. Not bad. So what? Every 40 is 1,000. It's not bad. By not bad, actually, I mean quite good. Okay. Yeah, come on in, folks. They're chasing. We're actually quite confident that Planet 7 isn't going to be the answer to our problems. But we got to be systematic, as my one of my thesis supervisors often said. Yeah, like quite good when like how it's quite good when you literally win the lottery and you quit your job and you buy a house and then you buy another house and you're just picking up houses. Yeah, exactly. We're quitting our job because we know that if we mismanage the Ruby World winnings, homes, we're searching for. Yeah, I should say that now and then for anybody who wasn't here since the very start. Looking for where the Xurza stored the Syreen penetrator ships, because we have awakened the rage of the Syreen by revealing to them that the Mycon were responsible for the destruction of Syra. So now they're eager to get involved, but they need ships, and also they need revenge before they'll get involved. But that's the thread we're chasing down here. Oops, we're not the direction I want to proceed in. And I'll check this purple place on the way out. Although I think I already did. But as my thesis supervisor would say, it must be systematic. He would sometimes say it to me about like any given project. He would say it like he was something. It was something that he had thought about for this particular project and reached the conclusion. We've got to be systematic. I just don't think there's any other way to approach this. I agree, Bertram. But like, I don't think you needed to actually work that out from first principles. Okay, let's zip around these dudes. I think I saw some orange stars on the other end of the Zogfot pit here. Oh dear. Had to come to a complete stop to get the star map open, which might just be enough to ruin my day. Okay. Epsilon Cassiopeia. I think I've actually already done that. Hold on. Cassiopeia. No, maybe not. Oh, yes, I have. There was a ruby world there, but nothing else. Okay. So, this is a bust. So where do I want to go? Up here are possibilities, I think. Yeah. The Lentilis stars could have it. There's this one, these ones, and you know, we're proceeding on the assumption that the Urquan have stored it in their own space. Which isn't necessarily the case, but we'll find it. Okay. Not great. One Slilandra. Okay. Like I said, I don't want to give this one up, so let's do a save and go for it. But fingers crossed that I just crush this fool. Let's hear them out. I don't understand. I still don't get what the joke is with the recharge power causing the insults to be stated in a funny voice. It doesn't actually seem like in the spirit of the cunt. Come on, Miracle, bring yourself back. Oh, Screech, we hardly knew ye. Ah. That makes sense. So it's like they're not talking to me, the player. They're muttering just about their enemies as they fight them. Ah, okay. Okay. Not even 100% sure where I'm trying to get to right now. But Stimpinski, hail! How's Shadowrun treating you? Did you finally finish her off? Okay. Let me look at the map here. Where? Yeah, let's try this. Gamma Lentilis. Chart a course. Instant, make it so. Oh ho! And how did that go? Let's start from the inside and work our way out, but I'm already feeling very nice. Good for him. I bet he enjoyed that. It enjoyed it. She, he, whoever. Super dense. I don't think it would make sense to store precious cargo on a super dense world. It's going to get all warped and distorted. Ah. So, is there a in Splintermond? Is there a distinction where melee is easier generally, or is it just for your character, whatever modifiers the dice are forced to be friendlier because you just don't need them to cooperate as much? Well, I don't think this lentulus system seems promising at all. Oh, I gotta note down that Beta Cephi is great. Oh. Ah. She's doing the right thing. Like a hero. Like a scary hero on the back of a gigantic spider. Or do you ride the spider, or do you just lead it along? Here's my one non-stream gaming update. It's more like what am I picturing here? Is it like dog-sized? Oh, nice. Waffle syrup! Hello! We're searching right now to find the, where the Urquan have stored the ships of the Syreen, because the Syreen are ready to get involved after we get them their ships and then go exterminate the Mycon for revenge. Because we solved the mystery. The Mycon are the guilty party in the extirpation of Syra, the original Syreen home planet. Okay. I don't think this system's going to pay off either. We'll keep on searching. We only have 2 clues to work with. It's within 200 units, 200 space units, coordinate units, of the Betelgeuse system. And it's only... what's the other... It's on a planet from a system with either a red or orange sun. So that gives me something to work with. And then, of course, we can infer that it's presumably within the Xurza Urquan sphere of influence. Beyond that, it's just gotta do a lot of searching here. Okay, we'll check the outlying planet, and then we'll move on. We still have lots of fuel. We have lost. We're down to 1 Bekunk ship. Although I will hope that my buddy Rich, who, if you ever watch Friday Night Forgotten Circles, plays me. That's his RPG style. Really well, that tells me something. I think. Luck can't always be on your side. Okay. Camelentilus, a bust. Well, let's carry on. Let's keep on saving. Because I've got so much stuff, resource unit wise, on this current save. I don't want to give it up. 2157. November. We got over a year of game time, but we don't have that much time. What we do have is at least comfort that if this particular attempt fails, I think I've now got enough to confidently say the third run wouldn't. But let's not even think about that just yet. Alright. Well. Okay. Nothing to do but carry on. I will carry on. I'm sorry. I know it must be I know this is probably one of those times where for the initiated, you're watching me just like, go, come on, man. Okay. Thank you, Peppy. Well, once again, like I feel a little surge of optimism every time I come to a place. What was the other lenses system? I didn't record it. Lentilus. I don't even know. Epsilon? It doesn't matter. I will never return to Lentilus system for any reason. If it doesn't pay off for me here. But I feel that little surge of optimism when there's just one Xurza Dreadnought, because it just seems like maybe he's here to guard the precious cargo. Or maybe he's not. At any rate, exploring is fun, so I got no complaints there. I can deal with this search for quite a while. And then tomorrow I got lots on the go in Ultima 6 too, so I'm excited about that. Found a side quest, got all sorts of tips about places where like valuable shipwrecks might be. Well, I mean, I've got many, but at the very, very end I picked up that getting the locket back. And I suspect, since she said that she got robbed on that road, that probably she got robbed by our prostitute friends. So we're going to look into that. But then also, I know that I need to take this log I got to a sawmill. And I was like, I feel like I've seen a sawmill. And so I looked at my notes, and what do you know? That job column pays off, because I know where there's a miller. And it's on the way. So there's so much to do. So much to do, so much to see. So what's wrong with taking the back streets? Alright. My buddy Greg told me his 12-year-old nephew tuned into the stream a couple of times and found it boring because he said all he does, he talks a lot, but he doesn't show any of the gameplay. I don't know how to address that complaint. I feel like the gameplay occupies a lot of the screen. but what are you going to do? I certainly talk a lot. But even that, I kind of feel like I'm often talking about the game. Right? Right? Whatever. He's a kid. So we're talking about it in the group chat. I said what I just said. I'm not sure how much more gameplay I could show when I'm just speaking continuously about a game I'm playing for 3 hours. And then my buddy Robert said, listen, the consumer's not wrong. I said, well, this kid's not a consumer. Greg, tell your nephew to subscribe. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I'm not shocked at all that this is not appealing to the 12-year-old demographic. But the specific critique I thought was on. Yeah, whatever. I'll live. I could probably beat this kid up, so I'll take comfort in that. Yes, but you were 9 in the past. You know what I mean? Like, it's weird to me, but I do understand there are a lot of people who just like view like things that are older must be bad in some way. Like even like this was not a 12-year-old. One of my TAs, so like a young man in his early 20s. We were talking, and we got talking about games, And at the time, I was playing a bunch of Doom because they put the Doom games on Switch, and they're oh no, leave me yeah oh yeah, we're leaving each other alone. But again, long ago, yeah, I'm talking to my TA once. Okay, I can't even remember if oh no, I don't want to interact with you. No offense. I'm sure you're nice. No, I'm actually pretty sure you're a jerk. Yeah, I already looked here. Okay. Yeah, we were talking about Doom, and he was like, "Oh yeah, I thought they did really good with like," and he started saying things that made it very clear he was talking about the more recent Doom reboot that I've heard is actually quite good. I was like, "Oh no, I mean like I'm playing like classic Doom," and he was like, "Really?" And I was like, "Yeah, yeah." And he was like, "I like once just like out of interest because I really liked modern Doom." Yeah, that's what I've heard. Well, sir, but and this wasn't. Yeah, but the TA said I just out of curiosity, like I downloaded that original Doom. I played it for a few minutes, but it's just like you can't really play a game like this because it's just so primitive. I thought like I think you can still play Doom. Doom strikes me as fairly clear that Doom is still fun. Okay. Get a little leeway. British, the group's only going to change when the group will expand and grow as I loop in new games, right? Some people will stick around from the other ones. That's my theory. But I would be lying if I said that I was really working with a conscious audience development strategy. And I have no complaints. Very happy to see the same faces, the same nims in the chat. It's not a good growth strategy, but it's fun. My cellular telephone is ringing. Excuse me one moment. I just want to, let's get in there. Okay. Intermission, folks. I'll be right back. I knew you were joking, British. There we go. Sorry about that. Yeah, certainly some old games, and Warcraft 1 is a beautiful example. It's not... My position would not be old games are just great. And certainly not that new games are bad. I love new games. But it doesn't strike me as obvious that... yeah, like Doom, for example. Doom holds up. But yeah, like a clumsy, shitty old interface can really drag a thing down. There was a point where I was saying, I want to at some point in the stream, try all the classic RPG series, your Bard's Tales and stuff. And then I played Bard's Tale. I haven't. Earthbound might be on the Let's Play list for me because I haven't played Earthbound in a few years. I try every now, just play through Earthbound every few years, and it just came out on Switch. Yeah, original Bard's Tale sucks. I loaded that up and I was like, yeah, this game. I don't think it's an aged well thing. I think this seems like it must have sucked at the time. And then I looked around and it turns out, yeah, it is kind of a thing that some people absolutely loved at the time. But even at the time, there were some people that were just like, this is bad. Like, why are the dungeons incomprehensible mazes that don't seem like they're anything? Like, you're telling me this is the sewers of Scarborough? Who would design a sewer like this? it just seems to be a bunch of nonsense, like false paths and stuff. Constant random battles, just constant, and they happen in real time. It's not just a step trigger. If you just like pause for a minute to be like, wait, hold on, where am I? You're looking at your graph paper map. Now you're in another stupid battle. Yeah, I think like I really want to play Pirates to re-experience it because I did play Pirates when I was a kid. I might do Pirates Gold. Ah, we might as well grab the exotics here. Yeah, I'm withholding judgment on original Pirates because like I haven't played it since I was a kid, and I all I remember when I was a kid is that like all that when I was a kid it was like how do we get the sword fighting part to happen as opposed to like what am I trying to accomplish in this game. So I don't think I got the full Pirates experience as a kid. Maybe it's one of the best games. There are very few games that are even on a level with Earthbound. Just an outstanding game. Just great. Just great. Couldn't praise it enough. Oh, we might as well. This planet is awful safe. And it's loaded with noble elements. Even though it'll be such a pitiful little part of our haul thanks to that wonderful ruby world. Earthbound looks like well, it's a Super Nintendo game, so that's sort of your graphics. It's got a kind of like cutesy look. It's set in the modern world in a sort of parody of America. It's just it's so good. It's such a great game. And yeah, it's been a few years since I've experienced it. Okay, well, things are not haven't hit the jackpot yet. 2 hours in. I can't even remember any marketing for Earthbound. Dude, oh no, they put magazine like scratch and sniff magazine ads that smelled bad or some absolutely stupid thing like that. This is right like yeah. Just terrible. And that actually reminds me that another wonderful Super Nintendo era game marketed terribly, Yoshi's Island. You remember that ad of like it's playing off of, I can't remember the character's name, but the boss who gets bigger and bigger and bigger until he bursts. But they just, like a big dude just like gorging himself at a restaurant, and he decides to have just a little bit more, and then he explodes and his guts splatter on everybody. It's like, this is not what. This is. Why wouldn't you just show me the game? And then I'd be like, this new Mario game looks fun. Seems like that would get the job done. Okay, so Alpha Delphini seems possible. We can also clear out the Camelopardalis ones. I'm gonna do the Camelopardalis ones, and then I'll do the other ones. I remember though. Yeah, if there's one thing children love, it's being splattered with the half-digested food of the insides of a dude. They're on the move, Waffle Syrup. I've run out of ways to dissuade them. The Yehat Civil War, if you look carefully, is underway. I don't even know if that's going to resolve itself. Do I need to get involved? I don't know. But I'm hoping that I've done enough to stop the genocide. We'll find it. Okay. Well, we'll revert to the save if this dries up, because I don't think there are many options left. You're right, Jackalopes. I was like, this thing that I'm really, really bad at pronouncing. Oh man, that was a bad spin. That was not a good spin at all. Well, let's have it out. What's up, crew? Yes. How did I escape? I am a rogue. What happens if I say I surrender? I wanna find it. They just literally execute you. You can surrender. It's not a fake out thing. Well, now we know. Okay. Let's head for the Camelopardalis system. Ah! The dialogue, despite, yes, I know I realized the phrase "no kidding" was in it, but even the inclusion of that phrase just made me more confident that it was kidding. But no, you can just legitimately surrender and be executed. Good to know. That freedom of choice. You know? Role playing. Oh, come on. Okay. Yeah, I need it. Nope. Nope. I needed to take evasive maneuvers much sooner if I wanted that to work out. Oh, of course. Okay, well. Alright. No. I've heard you out so many times. There's a great game. Nier Automata. Alright. Theta Camelopardalis. And we've arrived. Let's see what we can find. Here looking for minerals. Alright, purple world. Sucks. Planet 3. Thanks for nothing. On planet 2. Or 4. I guess we gotta do them all. To be certain. It's a gas giant. It's got 2 moons. Nothing. So yeah, my only non-streaming gaming that I've gotten in at all in the past like month, and it's really just the last 2 weeks. Started playing, picked up Slay the Spire again, as I do every now and then, and I've just been crushing it. I've had 2 successful runs with each character in the past few weeks. Got the 3 like starter ones, the Ironclad and the Silent. No waffle syrup. I don't even have a PlayStation 5 yet. And I got them all. The Silent, the Defect, and the Ironclad are all now at Ascension level 8. And Monster Train, also great. And I mean, obviously a game created by people who appreciated Slay the Spire. And really good. I don't think I like it as much, but I do like it a lot. And I have the Watcher. Still at Ascension level 9, but that's frustrating to me. She's my main, so I always keep her 1 Ascension level at least above the others. It's really good. I got nothing It's not a critique of Monster Train when I say that I think I still prefer Slay the Spire. Because Monster Train's pretty great. I think just RPG, like turn-based RPG style combat is more appealing to me than tower defense. Maybe this was long ago, and maybe I will do it when I suddenly have time. That I want to do a stream where I do a run of each and kind of alternate and see what I can tease out about those two games. But yeah, so the really frustrating thing was yesterday. I was like, okay, I've got all the three starters. I lately have done this one. Slay the Spire has been feeling less painful to me just because I'm really in the zone. And so, yeah, I decided, I was like, all right, it's time. It's time to make an attempt here with the Watcher once again. Try Ascension level 9 for the first time. And I crushed it. I can't even, I'm blanking on what I did with the build, but it just worked beautifully. I had a lot of cards, like almost a deck of 30, but enough replicated effects that I was never like stranded waiting for a card to come. And I had I think I had two, not Wheel Kick, Windmill Strike, the one that retains and gets stronger. And I had a lot of capacity to generate Mantra, and I had a couple of Brilliance pluses, which do damage equal to the amount of Mantra you've generated. So it was a beautiful engine where I could get to Divinity pretty frequently. And yeah. So anyway, I crushed it and I won on Ascension level 9, my first ever try at Ascension level 9 with the Watcher. And then I picked it up today to find out. See, this is one of my blessings, Stimpinski, of being out of touch with the Steam and like PC gaming generally. Like, you know, I'm catching up on the early 90s here. To me, like it doesn't exist until it gets ported to Switch for the most part. So like to me, it's like, well, there was Slay the Spire a few years ago. Now there's Monster Train. Yeah, I'm working on it, Waffle Syrup. I'll be current to like 2000 when I die. All right, thank you, Planet One, Theta, Camilo Dallas. Another bust. Well, there's no busting because we're always learning, if nothing else. Theta, Camelo Pardalis, another bust, but it's okay. All right, well, there's one more possible Camelo Pardalis. Camelo, you know what I'm saying. That's the one that you got to see coming. If you wind up in a time enough it lasts scenario, but your thing is arcade games, it's like, who's running the power plant? Oh my goodness! To finish my little thing, the whole reason I brought Slay the Spire up and started this whole deck builder conversation. What happened to me is that I crushed Ascension level 9 on my first attempt, was very satisfied, finished it up, watched the credits, didn't watch, I'll be honest, I watched the credits the first time I play any game, because you should, just to be respectful. I skipped them after that. But I skipped through the credits, and I got back to the title screen, and I closed down the game, hung up my Switch, and then when I fired it up today to see what Ascension level 10 is all about, I just didn't have it. It just didn't register my victory. Which is fine, because it just means got to play some more Slay the Spire. I'm certainly not going to complain about that. Yeah. I do love the Watcher. Yeah! It wasn't great. Less frustrating than the time that I loaded this up and I lost a week. Because ultimately, you know, Slay Spire. I'm going to do the going through the 3 acts again and again and again is just going to be a feature of my life. Alright. Here we go. Anyone living down there? No? Alright. Feels good. Might as well, while we're here, grab the rare earths. Yeah, absolutely wild. Because I that one run that broke down. Okay. We have opened the subterranean vault, which contained the Syreen Space Patrol penetrator starships. The Syreen captains have assumed command of their vessels and instructed them to rendezvous with them back at Betelgeuse. Yeah, there was a voice in my head when I gave up on that run and was like, all right, we'll save Camelopard Dallas for later. There's a voice in the back of my head saying the fact that you're doing this means it's going to be there. Peppy, I had the same experience with the Dragon Quest save battery. I got to the Dragon Lord. Actually, this also ties into how this game lets you kill yourself. I tested the Dragon Lord's offer to join him, got the bad ending, and then hit reset, and the cartridge could never save again. And the save game was gone. The Syreen captains have assumed command of their vessels and instructed them to rendezvous with them back at Betelgeuse. End of report. Nice and simple. On the one silver lining for me was that didn't happen to me until I was like 10 or 11, I think, and I as a video game lover who grew up to be a technical writing teacher, you might not be surprised to hear that I pored over manuals, but also every little bit of documentation that came with every game and every console that I got all the time. And so I knew there was a battery in there and that it could die. So and because as a kid I was a big worrier too, I put in the time worrying about it. So by the time it happened, it was like, all right. I don't know about becoming famous there, Attack on Manners, or you're competing. Listen, well, the two of you gotta face off here. Who can give me more free followers? And whichever one of you impresses me the most, we can talk about you making me famous. Baby, we got a stew going. Mushroom stew, to be specific. Not uncommonly. As an adult, I try in general to enjoy everything that I engage with, by which I mean I'm always very careful to pick things that I'm reasonably confident I'm going to get something out of. As a kid, I did not have those instincts. So yeah, very often she's like, this is that. Oh, it sucks. Although even that, it took me a while, I think, as a kid to realize the possibility that a video game could be bad. I think it was X-Men. I think Uncanny X-Men for the Nintendo Entertainment System was my introduction to the concept that a game could just suck. Like, oh, I would have more fun if I stopped playing a video game right now. If I was cleaning my room right now, I would be getting more out of the experience. Okay. 21:58. We're racing against time. We got 1 year. Who knows? Who knows? Like, I feel like this Syreen quest chain is a big part of what we're trying to do here. Where have I got to? Yeah, exactly. But not so much. Oh, you know what? Now that I think about it, I said Uncanny X-Men, but searching in my own memory banks, I know that I played Uncanny X-Men in my bedroom as a kid for the first time, which means like I didn't have a TV in my bedroom at first. And I can remember playing the Beetlejuice video game. Speaking of the Beetlejuice, the Beetlejuice NES game, and I definitely knew that sucked. And it sucked in a way that it was also extremely hard, so I didn't get to get anywhere in it. Just terrible stuff. But yeah, Jaggalopes, you're absolutely right. Enemy illustrations, any kind of just additional art, narrative context, reading about the game system, knowing the controls already when you got home. The whole experience was great. Alright, rendezvousing. Rendezvous coucher avec moi ce soir, Commander Talana. Revenge, baby. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, what kind of world is that? Okay, water world. They do love the heat. Oh. Okay. What do I gotta do for you? Go to the Mycon, tell them of the Organon world. They will find the world is suitable. And when they go to Organon, we shall be there waiting for them. Then we shall destroy them. No, I'm not worried about that. I'll miss you. Yeah, baby. Yeah, I was about to say, is that Die Dunkel Dimension? Because I know I've read about it under its non-translated title. I'm fascinated to hear what the amateur voice acting for the Syreen is like. Okay, so the Mycon, as we have learned, hail from Beta Brahe, right? Or, oh man, did I not write down their main place? I'll go to the source of Juffawa. Okay, so the source of Juffawa is 629.1, 220.8. Epsilon Scorpii. Here we go. Chart of course. How's our fuel? Oh, we're laughing. Ensign, make it so. And away we go. I miss manuals. Give me a break, probe. Well, this will do the trick. I suppose since I know the coordinates I'm going to, I can navigate there manually reasonably effectively anyways. Just gotta be ready to... Okay. Oh, come on. Did that to myself. Let's hear them out. They say they come in peace, so we gotta give them a chance. Okay. Oh no, I didn't crew Raven back up either. Oh, and then I pressed the wrong button. Alright. And no resurrect. Rats. Well, let's fight this and then let's just, you know, load the save. Don't want to lose all my gun. Oh, why didn't I use the point defense? Welcome, Jarsa, by the way. Okay. Oh. No, right. Not willing to lose all my Pekunkian friends. So did I do the conversation? And then save? I think I did. Yeah. Oh, I'm your human now. I hope that I finish this game by the time you're doing that, Cadence. So that I can watch. Alright, come on. I know I'm slightly faster than you. Start falling back. Okay. There we go. Ah, forget it. I'll gauge autopilot. Zeta Scorpii. There we go. Epsilon Scorpii. And we're on the way. Haven't spent any time with our Melnorn buddies. Realizing just now, as I get into the certainly not bad hyperspace music. I just remember, haven't heard the greatest song. Cruising on down. Anyway, yeah, I miss manuals. As soon as someone teaches me what they are and I come up with some ideas. It might... What I should say is... I got to get out of this semester in one piece. And when I've done that, particularly with the classes, and I've got some... when I have 7 evenings a week where I'm not teaching... who knows what I can do? I could probably put books on the shelf behind me. one example. Then we gotta get to the easy to tell which planet they're inhabiting here. No, come on, just let me. All right. I just wanna find out about the source of Jaffa. I'm trying to help. Yes. That's what but missing manuals, that's what I'm talking about, British. That's exactly what I'm thinking because, like, for instance, like, there were still manuals for pretty late, like, there aren't manuals anymore at all. But there were manuals more recently than we might think when we think back. But they were like, it was like a single piece of paper folded and you open it and it's just like a picture of a Xbox controller and the buttons are labeled. It was certainly not the Ultima Compendium, right? You're the Mycon. I have some news for you. Juffle. Yeah, it is appropriate. Juffle up, baby. Oh. Whew. Air. They want good air, right? Yep. This is not a puzzle. Yeah. Let's put a pin in that. Like, let's have you make sure that Organon is appropriate. Jackalopes, I think the best way to put it is that the Mycon are alien. Like, in a way that goes well beyond the... there's lots of aliens in the sense that there are people who are not from the planet that we are from. But they're alien in the sense that, like, their value system doesn't clearly connect to any ideas of being friendly or unfriendly. They want to spread that Juffa up. And that is the heart of their ethics. It is. It absolutely is. But, like, even, like, with the Urquan, we can talk to the Korra, we can talk to the Xerza, and even though their ideals and their values are morally abominable to us, they do exist along a similar continuum and way of, like, understanding things. Whereas, like, when the Mycon destroyed Syra and wiped out the majority of the Syreen, I don't think that they were being hostile. I don't think that they were telling themselves they were doing them a favor. I don't think that they thought this is tragic, but it's what we need to do. I think they just thought that spread some Jaffa up. But yeah, it's very good. And so, like, it's the thing, like, I understand why the Syreen are mad. Obviously. Why they want revenge. But what does it even mean to get revenge on... Should have gone manual. Well, we'll do what we can. We did have a save just now. Once again, did not crew Raven back up. Having no luck, except for actually at that one absolutely perfect moment. But broadly speaking, having no luck with the Resurrect today. Good work, Captain Decker. Although we will now erase your good work from the timeline. Just a coin flip. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know how many times it was, but I did have one dogfight that just, like, it really came together for me in the sense of, why is this thing gaining on me? Alright. Alright, Captain Decker. You're in the hot seat, buddy. Ah, there it is. It's the turning. Oh no, hit the Earth. Or, not the Earth, the planet. Earth is not a generic name for planet. Sorry, Captain Decker. But you've been avenged. We're very affluent. We'll accept this loss. Oh, but then this loss. I don't know if I have this much tolerance in me. Okay. You're the Mycon. Apparently, the Mycon have not broadly communicated my my understanding of Juffawa throughout the fleet. What am I doing? These fights take years. Alright, here we go again. Wait, I escaped. There's no reason to do that. Oh well. It's done now. Okay, so we're just gonna head 12 o'clock. And then... there. Get a little lead on this guy so that I feel comfortable lifting my finger off the key so I can get to the star map, engage autopilot. Let's do it. Oh, the Mycon are on the move. I think I need to... do I need to go back to Betelgeuse? I actually don't know. At any rate, I mean, I could go home if this is just a matter of waiting for the Mycon to go do the thing. If the Mycon go get genocided right now, and it turns out, like, no, you need to intervene in that Yehat civil war or something, I'm gonna feel silly. But I will then feel like, okay, finally I can do this on the third go. If I win in this go, if the second attempt is a success, then I will probably explore other avenues for a short time, and then finally check out the Urcon Masters for a third playthrough where I try to address whatever things I don't manage to address. Boom. But how fulfilling, like, I don't know. I understand why they want the revenge. I just don't know how satisfying it can be. It's because it's not like they can be like, oh no, we're very upset. They'll just be like, oh, the distribution of Juffawa has been interrupted. What? Ah, there you go. You took advantage of their instinct to protect their children. Yeah, there is precedent, Peppy, for that. Well, Jackalopes, the thing I think we gotta remember is there are male Syreen too. So presumably there are also some big buff blue dudes. Just not that many. What did I miss there at the end? They must have lost a dozen ships to their own stupidity, running into their own plasmoids. The rest, we took care of most of them in our own special way. And Captain, now we've taken them... Oh yeah. Great. So, what happens to you now? Mm-hmm. Huh? Oh, of course. You love surprise maneuvers. So what's new? What's going on? Ah, yeah. I hear that a lot. Ooh. Alright. Okay, fine. Let's chase down the weird dialogue. Look at us. Oh, but that only just lets the anticipation grow. Oh, for now, there's something? Oh, goodness. I wouldn't go that far. Yeah. Cowabunga. How do you know that you're reading dialogue written by nerds in the year 1992? It's when they conceived of a sexy woman who gets thrilled by the word cowabunga. Do you like my neon shorts? Alright. Oh, God. I regret this. Yeah. This is might as well just, make sure. Okay, good. We don't have all the time in the world. Alright. Man. Jackalope, that is a beautiful suggestion. Yeah. I'm not proud that I'm recording this for posterity and broadcasting it to the world. Okay, great. That's a fun detail. Cadence. Okay, well, that was what it was. Definitely got a stew going there. Alright, well, we can have Syreen penetrators. That, as I was saying, the Syreen don't do double entendres. Absolutely, jackalopes. It's very conventional of them when they were otherwise really into. Note that the Mycon haven't actually arrived for the ambush yet, and we've already heard the report of it. Continuity error. Hopefully someone got fired. Alright. Should we shoot through Aura's space just to stop by, sell our biosamples, head back to the solar system, spend our well-gotten gains? I think that's the plan right now. And then, I don't know. I really just don't. Actually, hold on. I put a save down just now. I should investigate the possibility of intervening in the Yehat Civil War. Have I recorded the home planet of the Yehat? Of course not. But it's in there. Let me just... If I look at the map, I'll probably remember. Yeah, it's in the Serpentis system. Yeah, let's go down and see what we can do. And we stop at Beta Sextantis on the way. Because, okay, it's going to take... Yep. That is, I mean... If anything's going to suddenly make them ready for a new culture without needing a complete catastrophe along the way. Zeta Sextantis? Is that the one? Let me verify here. I didn't even write it down. But I mean, I wrote down. Zeta Sextantis is a weird inner planet. Yeah, here we go. Here we go. Boom. Did I? If I said beta just now, that was just mumbling my words. I knew it was... I was thinking Zeta. I aimed at Zeta. But yes, I absolutely did do that last week. Zeta, Beta, Eta. Too many rhyming letters in a single alphabet. Actually, that's not true. E, D, B, P, Z, T. The English language cannot throw any stones. I'm not sure how much. I think I'm gonna pass the 3-hour mark this time, but I'm not quite back into the. Just everything's so busy. Like even just today, it's like we got up. Went out at breakfast, so that was nice. And then just immediately hit like a bunch of different places, buying just everything we need to finish putting this place together. Because I guess anyone who's invested in the ongoing saga of my career, I guess I can mention that things are looking good. Like, it's starting to seem silly that I was ever worried. It seems more like should have felt confident. So I'm not sure where I'm going to end up, but I feel very, very confident that I'm going to carry on as technical and writing instructor at my institution, and that I will be very happy to do so. Hey, what's this? It's a rainbow world. We don't need those resources. Just wanted to see it. Now I know it's there. Alright. Yes, and knowing that's there in relatively near solar system space is another thing that will just make it very helpful if I have to make a third go. I can hit that much quicker. Should write this down. Noted. Alright. Onwards. There go the Mycon to a thing that, as far as I knew, had already happened. Alpha Serpentis. I feel like it was Delta Serpentis, but I'm not positive. And it's hard enough to find them in there right now with the overlapping spheres of influence. Let's just do it in alphabetical order. Head in there and see what we can, if there's anything we can do to help things along. Because the Kunk don't strike me as savvy enough to thrive in a war zone. Alright. I don't know, like, are we allies with these particular Yehat? Or are we foes? I suppose the only way to find out is to be accosted by them. And I'm not really in the hunt for minerals, so I don't know why I'm scanning planets here. Alright, fingers crossed. This is a happy, friendly one. Well, hold on. Yeah, but peace without honor? Is that really something that you want? I don't think that... Oh, okay. They want nothing more dearly than my death. So how's this revolution treating you? Oh, well there you go. For the sake of peace, right? Why does this all seem so familiar? Alright, take care, Royalist Toady. Pay for my crimes. Quite possibly I will, since I don't think I know how you fight. Aha! Well, now I know. Oh, that's an obnoxious ability. Well, I'm curious. Let's try a few different ones. Ichiban. No. No, the extremely good timing of the computer to put those shields up really puts me in a rough spot here. Yeah, I don't have a plan. Okay, let's see what we can do with the precursor and then we'll get out of here. I do think... my gut tells me Delta Serpentis, so I'm going to try. But yeah, look at this. Alright. Good night, Stimpinski. I hope that at least the allergy meds are controlling your allergies. Okay, let's head for Delta. I think it was Delta, where the home world... Okay, here it is. Delta Serpentis. Let's find out. Yeah, no. I am very, very confident after the experiences I just had that these are... None of these. These are all the paper to the Yehat scissors. I do not have any rocks in my fleet right now. And yeah, when precisely timed shield parrying is being executed by an AI with excellent precision timing, it doesn't help the cause. Alright, this is not actually it. It was not Delta Serpentis. Man, it's just some boring world. Well, we'll try Gamma or Beta. Eta. I don't think it's Eta. Alpha. Zeta. Scooty. It's in here somewhere. Yeah, let's try Zeta. I gotta look. What's the shape here? Oh yeah, Serpentis is actually a very spread out constellation, it looks like. And yet with two overlapping... Yeah, I guess the way to do it would be to actually just manually navigate around to the parts of the constellation. Alright. Hopefully, these ones are our friends, because we can't fight them. Let's find out. Nope. Yeah, no, you're all one people. When it all comes down to it, the EPPA or whatever will probably welcome you as liberators. Okay. Let's try it again. Try Eta Serpentis. I don't think it's Eta, but yeah. I will give up on this soon. And maybe we can just try, you know, going home with our winnings, restocking, and then thinking about what we might want to do next week. We got like 1 year of game time before the Doctrine War goes topsy-turvy for the good guys, and everything gets real bad for everybody in the entire galaxy. You know what? Hold on. What about this one? No. I cannot steer well enough to manage this. Alright. Two more tracks. And then I will accept that this is not the path right now. Alright, Gamma Serpentis. Who knows? Okay. That makes sense, kids. A Try that one next. I'm just really curious. Okay. Oh, damn it. Well, I did this to myself. That's alright. Converse. Yeah, I'm ruining your culture. You're the good guys. You've had so much peace being enslaved. Your honor-based culture apparently can tolerate that. As long as we're still groveling to our leader, our honor is intact. Even if we're battle thralls. Just curious what the queen has to say. I'm glad you acknowledge me as the hero. Ah, okay. Meh. Dun 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 dun. This is not a strategy that is going to pay off and allow me to win infinite dogfights. But it's just satisfying to take these jerks out. Yep, that was that. It's the Zap Brannigan strategy. I allowed them to kill wave after wave of my own men until they couldn't power the shield. Okay, let's do the logical thing of heading to a planet. Perhaps the rebels are based in Theta Serpentis? Let's find out. Find out if there's anything we can do to help the cause. Alright. Womp womp. That's okay. We'll try again. We're gonna go to that planet. Not planet. The system. The Capella system. I think this is the Capella system. Yeah. No one's here though. Oof. Alright, here we go. Wow. 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 Ooh, right. Gotta have it. Got to have it. Yeah, it is not. It's not super clear to me right now, baby. But let's see. Okay, let's look at the star map. Oh, love to see that Mycon circle get thinner. So Theta Serpentis didn't work out. What if we're right on the edge, like Iota Serpentis? See what that does. Ultimately, you know, this is just a little trial and error. I can't spare the time, like the in-game time that I'm spending zipping around. So whatever I find, I'm loading the save so I can short-circuit it next time. Stilendro Probats cut to the chase. Who are we kidding? Yeah. How did the Earth Cruisers take off in the first place? They barely have the acceleration to escape the orbit of a not particularly big planet. Oh well. Oh well. We'll brute force this now. Oh yeah, I mean, jeez. Captain James comes from an alternate timeline where he knows everything that's going to happen. Not everything, but the really big important things. Wibble, you're right. And frankly, that should have been within my grasp of explaining. I should have realized. Yes, of course. You can't just go directly against the gravitational pull. You need less resistance on your acceleration so you can build velocity, so you can achieve escape velocity. Not seeing any rebels here. What if it's like they control the Scooty constellation or something? I don't know. Epsilon looks like it's right on the cusp. We'll try it. Try a couple more of these. And I'll say, alright, fine. Except the Punk are going to arrive. So I need to... Okay. There's no more time if I want to save the Gunk. If. And presumably, yes. Moving into... I thought that I had saved them. I obviously haven't. Nope. Alright. So they're not going to appear outside of their circle. Perhaps. Who knows? I don't think so. Ooh, yeah, why don't I meet them in hyperspace? Good suggestion, Cadence. Or it could be a Stilendro probe. I got no choice. They must break me into my target. Yeah. Oh no. Showed him my back. Twice. Yeah, fair enough, Raven. I gotta grant the moron thing there. Jeez. let me introduce you to a little concept called brute force. Nope. Here we go. Come on. Come on. Just get in here and get killed. Eh. Of course, this isn't really happening, so don't worry too bad. 2418B. Alright. Alright. Let's pick something that appears to be in the sphere of influence of the rebels. Or just outside it. Epsilon? Eh. We'll go in. We'll try it. And then what? I don't know. I think my energy reserves are flagging. Those are mine. Like not. Still doing okay for fuel here and everything, but yeah, I think that's the way to go here. Deal with this. Yeah. Here we go. Cut into the chase. Keep forgetting to. Alright, that went pretty well. And now, check the star map to make sure we are in the rebel area. Maybe go up a little bit this way. And like I feel like this is a decent chance. Now, I feel like this is probably not. I think eventually I'll comprehend it just by how often you tell me about it. Once he got the side of me, that was over. Which is fine. Okay. This time, we will just go and sit in the rebel hyperspace area. Hopefully, something happens. We shall see. Something happens. I'm probably getting pulled in and playing a bit more. If we don't get nothing happening, I think I'm flagging. I think I'll be hanging it up for the day. We'll see. Yes, here comes our probe friend. Captain Decker, you're gonna get some serious deja vu when you receive your orders. It's a specific dialogue choice you need to make that they give you the coordinate clues. Decker pulled that one out, but just barely. Well, We have what are definitely Yehat vessels closing on our position. No luck. Okay. Once more. Yeah. The Civil War doesn't seem like it's going well. If this is the situation they're in. Bye-bye. We'll try them all. We'll see what happens. All we can do is try. Oh, no. This is another... Let's just have a conversation. Tell us about the gunk. I don't know. You're calling them cowards. You grovel to a leader who grovels to another leader. Who's really all that brave here? I think you're overestimating how bad I feel. Oh, the same one recovered and got me. I thought it would be stunned slightly longer. Yeah, that's who I am. Come on. There's others on the radar that could... Bonk. Ponged him. But we're trapped in a loop now, aren't we? Uh-oh. Come on. Well, this is a dead save, so... I shouldn't have got lazy and tried to do that with point defense. It's not an efficient weapon. Oh well. Oh well. I'm open to trying that, Cadence. Whisper me an email address and maybe tell me what I would expect the file to be called. Come on. Come on. I just want to hear some rebel dialogue. Alright. Alright. Okay. I'm going to take a hint. The universe is telling me, don't want to sound too pekunky, but I think the universe is telling me it's a good time to hang it out for the week. Nonetheless, despite this frustrating end, being unable to rendezvous with the Yehat rebels after a few attempts, this has largely been a very fun and successful and productive forward-moving game where we have pushed forward. We have the Syreen on board. We're running out of time, but I mean, frankly, running out of time, all that means is that we get to play more Star Control 2. So I can live with that. It's been fun. Thanks for sticking around to the end. If you didn't stick around to the end, you can't hear my voice. I'm still glad you stopped by. I'll be back tomorrow playing Ultima 6, the False Prophet. Will we finally learn why it's called the False Prophet? I don't know. Probably not. But maybe. We'll give it a shot. Buy a ship. Try to find a locket. Get the treasure map out of it. What else are we going to do? Get a log made. Try to free the Shrine of Sacrifice. Lots of stuff going on. So that'll be fun. And then just off into the week. Won't be too much else except Friday Night Forgotten Circles and these streams going on until I get out of these classes and the semester ends, which is sooner, for better and for worse, sooner than it seems. So that's it. We're done here. And until the celestial bodies come into alignment again and we're all back here, take care of yourselves and be kind to everyone.